Yeah, I just wanted to start by saying thank you for your support, for Clarkslegal support of Cardiff Foodbank. I've learned through Ian that previously you supported us with legal advice, food donations, which were obviously a very practical help to us, as well as financial donations and supply of volunteers for various events that we've put on. For those of you that don't know anything about Cardiff Foodbank, I'm sure some of you may, but it was launched in Cardiff in 2009. So we've been running for coming up to 4 years now, and in January of this year we fed our 10,000th client in Cardiff. So 10,000 people in just over 2 years actually, which was quite incredible, and actually demand for our services is only going up. In, I think it was May of last year, that was the first month we ever fed over 500 people in 1 month, and this month just gone we just fed over 619 people. Which is truly incredible, really. So to give you some idea of how we operate, there are over 90 voucher holders around Cardiff, and those could be GPs, social workers, support workers, probation officers, MPs, various different sources. So people that are really in crisis, and I should point out that this is kind of crisis management, this is not sustainable food provision. People that are in crisis go to their local voucher holder, and they will have a kind of short interview just to ascertain why they're in the position they're in, and then potentially they'll be issued with a food bank voucher. They can then take that voucher to one of 4 centres across the city. So we, between the 4 centres, we open 6 days a week. Both the central distribution warehouse and all the distribution centres are fully run by volunteers. There are only 2 paid members of staff within Cardiff Foodbank, and they're both part-time. So volunteers for us are a huge resource. So I think, again, just the number of volunteers we have from Clarkslegal in particular is really, really beneficial to the organisation. So essentially, the client then will come to one of these distribution centres. From then on, it's really about treating them like a human being. Very often, these people are perhaps they've just been released from prison. Perhaps they've just lost their job, perhaps there's been a bereavement, a divorce, a wide range of issues. But really it's a chance for them to come in, to sit down, to have a chat with one of our volunteers, have a cup of tea, talk about their issues and their problems, because we're not just about providing a food parcel that lasts kind of 3 or 4 days, we're about getting to the bottom of why these people are in these difficult situations, and hopefully then signposting and referring on to organisations that are qualified and specialists in helping out those people. So yeah, people receive a collection of food which should last them 3 to 4 days, all non-perishable items, tins, UHT milk, those kinds of things, and they go on their way. As I said, it is crisis management, so it's not a sustained kind of support mechanism for them. It is purely that crisis point that we address. But Ian has just asked me to share 2 things. I won't take up too much of your time, but recently, I'm sure some of you are aware that NetMums, in collaboration with Comic Relief, ran an internet-based fundraising event, and there were 6 charities across the UK that were nominated as part of that, and the members of the public were encouraged to vote. And Cardiff Foodbank actually won that vote. So in the last couple of months, we've received £80,000 from Comic Relief and NetMums, which for us is amazing, and we came at a really, really great time when funds were getting really, really tight. That's enabled us to move to a new warehouse in Cardiff, which is, our current warehouse is about the size of this room. When you're feeding 600 people a month, obviously a limited amount of space. So we're moving to a warehouse which is about 3 times the size, which is really fantastic, based just off Ocean Way. The second thing I wanted to bring to your attention, and I think this is for those of you that are based in Cardiff, and if you're thinking about making a financial contribution, that's fantastic. If you'd like to donate food, again, amazing. But coming up on Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th of July, we are going to have several collections at supermarkets around Cardiff. This is one of the ways that we get most of our food. About once a month we go to a supermarket, and we will encourage people to buy items from a shopping list and donate those items rather than kind of cash from their wallets. In general, we raise about a tonne of food from every collection that we do. The most we've ever attempted is 2 collections in a day. And on this weekend of the 5th and 6th of July, we're actually going to attempt 8 collections over 2 days. And to do that, we need about 50 people. in kind of 2-hour shifts to help us to collect that food. So if that's something that you're interested in, that you think you'd like to get involved in, you can spare a couple of hours on a Friday or a Saturday, please come and see me afterwards. I'll be hanging around just over by the tables there. I think that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.